Hello everyone, Carson here, and in this video, I'm gonna be solving Wordle number 1463 and New York Times Hot Sudoku for June 21st, 2025. So let's get this video started with Wordle number 1463. I'm gonna start with the word align. Alright, placed the L as the second letter. I also know that A and G goes somewhere else in the word because they're yellow. So it could well be GL, double consonants, which begins the word, and then it could be A could go in the middle and probably end with an E. So like glare, it could be glare. So let's try that. Wow, okay, so I placed four letters. G-L-A something E. It could be glaze. Glade. Yeah, I think that's it. So glaze came to my mind first, so let's try that. If not glaze, then glade. It's not Glade. Maybe Glade. I hope I haven't missed any options here or any possibilities. Okay, good. Glade is today's final answer. I guess I got a 50-50 wrong. I would not consider Glare 50-50 because that was to test if it was really this kind of pattern, but Glaze and Glade were 50-50. Got it wrong, but sometimes that happens, and Um, even though I missed the 50-50, I still got it in 4 tries, so it's not a bad result at all. I'll take it. Um, Figured out the pattern really early on. So, yeah, G came in really um handy there. Like, getting the G yellow on the first try was super good. It just helped me get a pattern right away. So anyway, I got today's Wordle answer, Glade, in 4 tries. I'll definitely take that. This is Wordle number 1463. Let's now move on to New York Times Sudoku. Again, today is June 21st, 2025. Let's start the hard difficulty Sudoku for today. Let's see that these sixes points left. To force the digit 6 into this cell in block 1, then these nines point right, and this cell sees another 9. The digit 9 in block 5 is forced into this cell, these nines point left, and this cell sees another 9. So in block 4, the digit 9 is forced into this cell, then these nines point down, and these ones point down. The digit 1 in block 5 is forced into this cell. These 8s point up to force the digit 8 into this cell in block 1. Actually, the digit 4 in block 5 is forced into this cell. 4 in block 4 is also forced into this cell. We have these 4s pointing right, where this cell sees another 4, and these 4s point down, this cell sees another 4. Okay, so we have a 4-9 pair in block 3. As you can see in block 3, the digits 4 and 9 are missing. These 4s and 9s force both 4 and 9 into these two cells only. So in order to fit both 4 and 9 into block 3, I have to make these two cells reserved for 4 and 9. So those two cells form the 4-9 pair, and all other digits are eliminated from these two cells. Okay, so I guess I'll just keep that in mind. I may not be able to place a digit immediately because of the 4-9 pair, so I'll come back to that later on when I see something. Okay, but now after I place this 4, 1, 1 and 9, this cell sees an 8. So 8 in block 5 is forced into this cell, which makes this a 7 to complete the block. Now these 8s point right, and the digit 8 in block 8 is now forced into one of these two cells. In row 6, 2 and 6 are the missing digits. And in column 2, 2, 5 and 6 are the missing digits. But this cell sees 2 and 6. So this cell is forced to be a 5, leaving 2 and 6 into the other two cells in the column. Alright, 2, 5, and 7 are the missing digits of block 1. Okay, the digit 3 in block 4 is forced into this cell, then these 3's point right. So a 3-8 pair indicates that this cell is well, it contains the only other missing digits of this row. It's a 7, right? 3, 7, and 8 are the missing digits of row 5, but this cell sees 3 and 8, so it can only be a 7, making this cell 2 or 6 for the missing digits of block 4. Okay, the digit 5 in block 7 is forced into one of these two cells. So a hidden 5 here and these 5s force the digit 5 into this cell in block 8. Or you can just look at row 7. 5 is a missing digit of row 7, so it has to go somewhere but cannot go into these open cells because they see a 5. So in row 7, the digit 5 is forced into this cell, then these 5s point up. Um, well, these 6s point down. Well, I see that in row 2, 5 is a missing digit, so it has to go somewhere, but these open cells see another 5. So in row 2, the digit 5 is forced into one of these two cells. And 5 in block 6 is forced into one of these two cells. Oh, okay, so in row 7, I see some pairs. 1, 2, 3, and 6 are the missing digits of row 7. This cell sees 1 and 6, and so does this cell. It also sees 1 and 6. Okay, so in row 7, uh, both 1 and 6 cannot go into these two cells. So in order to fit both 1 and 6 into row 7, I have to make these two cells reserved for 1 and 6. Because both 1 and 6 in this row are forced into these two cells only. So to fit both 1 and 6 into row 7, I have to make these two cells reserved for 1 and 6. So these two cells form the 1-6 pair, eliminating all other digits from these two cells. This 1-6 pair makes the other two open cells in this row a 2-3 pair. So 1-6 pair and 2-3 pair in row 7. Okay, so that's even better, because now, um, oh wait, hang on, I think I made a mistake. Never mind. I thought there was a 4-9 pair in block 9, but there's not, because I missed the digit 7. So let me continue to look for a while. In column 5, the missing digits are 1, 6, 7, and 8. These two cells see 6, this cell sees 8, this cell sees 1. So this cell can only contain 1 or 7, this cell can only contain 1 or, 7 or 8. 1, 2, 3, and 5 are the missing digits of column 4. These two cell C5 and this cell C3, so it's 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay, so 1, 2, 3 triple here. Okay, that's it. So, well, you either see, well, because I highlighted the digit 7, so I actually spotted the 4, 6, 7, 8 quad first. Um, the digits 4, 6, 7, and 8 are missing in block 8, so to fit all these digits into block 8, I have to make these 4 cells reserved for 4, 6, 7, and 8. So, yeah, these 4 cells form a 4, 6, 7, 8 quad, or you can spot the 1, 2, 3 triple first. You see that these 3 cells only contain 3 certain digits. So to ensure that these cells do not become empty towards the end, I have to keep 1, 2, and 3 in these 2 cells. Keeping 1, 2, and 3 in these 3 cells form a 1, 2, 3 triple in these 3 cells. So this 1, 2, 3 triple here eliminates 1s, 2s, and 3s from all other open cells in block 8. Because I have to keep all 3 of these digits in these 3 cells to ensure that there will not be empty cells towards the end. So anyway, 1, 2, 3 triple here. Well, you see that this cell sees a 1. So in this triple, the digit 1 is forced into one of these 2 cells, which both lie in column 4. So yeah, in this triple, this cell cannot be a 1, so 1 is forced into one of these 2 cells in column 4. A hidden 1 here, and this 1 points up to force the digit 1 into this cell in block 2. Or 1 is eliminated from the 4, 6, 7, 8 quad. 1 cannot go into these 2 cells because of the quad, and this also sees 1. So in column 5, the digit 1 is forced into this cell. So 2 ways to interpret it. You can make use of different ways to place digits and make deductions, of course. So yeah, I explained both ways you can make use of them. And then these ones point right. So these are 2, 3, and 5. This cell sees 3 for the column. Okay, so 4, 9 pair makes these 3 cells 2, 5, and 7, but can't be 5, right? Oh, then this cell is only 2 or 7. Because 5 is forced into one of these 2 cells for the row. So a guaranteed 5 here eliminates 5 from these cells. How about I mark 6 into one of these 3 cells and 2 into one of these 5 cells in block 7? Will that help? 1, 2 pair. How did I miss this for such a long time? Well, yeah, again, in row 9, there's a 1, 2 pair because both of these 2 cells only contain 2 certain digits. This cell can only contain 1 or 2, and this cell also can only contain either 1 or 2. So, in order to ensure that, these cells do not become empty later on, I have to keep both 1 and 2 in these 2 cells. Keeping 1 and 2 in these 2 cells form a 1, 2 pair in these 2 cells, which eliminates 1s and 2s from all other open cells in this row. So 1, 2 pair here eliminates 2 from this cell and makes the other 5 open cells in this row contain 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now this cell, after eliminating 4, 8 and 9 as well as seeing a 6, well then it has to be a 7. Okay, well, let's take it slow. I can always double check by using this method, okay? Don't look for these naked singles one by one for the cells, because that'll take you too long. Just look at rows or columns and it'll help you find the naked singles. So yeah, this cell sees or cannot contain 1 and 2 from the 1-2 pair. It also sees 3, 4, 5, 6 from the 1-6 pair, 8 and 9. So this cell can only be a 7, so I must make this a 7. If I exclude 7 from this cell, it would end up being empty. Empty cells would break the Sudoku puzzle. So to ensure that there are no empty cells, I have to make this cell a 7, because all other digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 9 cannot go into this cell. So 7 is the only possible digits which can go into this cell, so this is a naked single 7. It must be a 7, because it can't be anything else. Alright, after placing a 7 into this cell, up here, 7 is eliminated. So 7 eliminated from the 4-9 pair, as well as eliminated from these two cells. So in row 1, the digit 7 is forced into this cell. 4-9 pair makes these two cells 2 and 5, but because of a hidden 5 here, 5 is eliminated from this cell, so 2 and 5 this way. 2-5 pair eliminates 2 from this cell, so it makes this a 3. And so the digit 3 in this 1, 2, 3 triple is forced into this cell, which makes this a 2 for the pair. Okay, in block 2, 2, 7, and 8 are the missing digits, but we've got a hidden 2 here, right? So 2 here, and this 2 force 2 into this cell in block 2. 1-6 pair makes these 3 cells contain 3, 4, and 9. Okay, 2-5 pair here makes these 3 cells contain 1, 7, and 8, but this cell sees 7 and 8. So 7 and 8 here makes this cell a 1, and these 2 cells contain 7 and 8. Well, this one comes back down, resolving the 1-6 pair. The digit 6 in block 6 is forced into one of these 2 cells. And 2 in block 6 is also forced into one of these 2 cells only. So alright, well, yeah, these 2 cells form a 2-6 pair. In order to fit both 2 and 6 into block 6, I have to make these 2 cells reserved for 2 and 6. So these 2 cells form the 2-6 pair, eliminating all other digits from these 2 cells. So 5 is now eliminated from this cell because of the 2-6 pair. So 5 in block 6 goes into this cell, which makes this cell a 7. This cell is a 3 to complete the column, which makes this cell a 5. This is 7 or 8 for the row, but sees 7. So 8 and 7 this way to complete the row, making this 8, this a 7. Okay, the digit 8 in block 8 is forced into this cell. Hold on.